We're going to start with mob violence. This, to me, in many ways, is the most concerning development in this entire conflict. Maybe not in terms of casualties, but in terms of long-lasting effect it's going to have on society. Coexistence between Arabs and Jews in Israel has never been perfect. It definitely has its fair share of challenges, but it's been something that many Israelis, both Jews and Arabs, have taken pride in. It in many ways has been an example of what this land can look like from the river to the sea. This week, a vulnerability in the relationship between Jews and Arabs has been shown, a deep vulnerability, and mending this wound that has been deeply exposed this week perhaps may take decades to heal. And that's why it's truly sad what we've witnessed. It seems like the major rioting began in Lud by Arabs living in Lud. That triggered response from many mobs of Jews also rioting. Now, it didn't only take place in Lud, it was in Haifa, it was in Yafo, it was in Bat Yam, Tveria, and many more cities all over Israel. Now, while I say it started with Arabs rioting, I want to make it clear that those Arabs were responding to something. Now, this doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form that they should not be held accountable. I just want to demonstrate an important point that I think many people miss. We need to find a way to find the healthy balance between two important notions. One, that people, generally speaking, are products of their environment. And if we live in a society where individuals can take to the streets and turn on one another, then there's an environmental issue that we need to look at and try to solve. That being said, accountability is a very important societal pressure that causes people to make better decisions. So we need to find the balance between looking at environmental factors, but making accountability be part of the environment of our culture. Also, everybody is pointing fingers to say, who started this? Most Jews I've seen have condemned the Jewish rioters, but I have seen a fair amount of people justifying it by saying the Arabs started it. This blame game of who started it, we can continue to do this and go all the way back to the end of the 19th century if we want to. It's not helpful, it's not productive. And it's actually interesting because there's many notions on an interpersonal level that we generally agree are immature. So when you see somebody who doesn't take responsibility and blames other people and justifies their bad actions because somebody else did it first, we obviously recognize that as either childish behavior or somebody who's emotionally immature. But for some reason, when it comes to politics, when it comes to Israel-Palestine, the concept of pointing fingers and refusing to take responsibility is in fact the norm. Well, we should view this the same way we view interpersonal relations. Sure, there's always two sides, but taking responsibility, not blaming others, accountability, these are all very important, and we need to urge others to view things this way.